Yes, people, you know the face, you know the name. Aaron here, back again with another video. Shout out to everyone tuning in. Shout out to everyone showing support and love each and every time, man. I appreciate you guys each and every time. If you want to support this channel, please go ahead and like, share, subscribe, comment, all of these good things. And yeah, man, get involved in the comment section. Always nice to see your comments. Always nice to see you guys' thoughts. And yeah, active on shorts as well, on YouTube shorts. So go ahead and comment on these as well, as they are getting posted on my channel. So yeah, man, listen, let's get straight to business. Let's get straight down to business. Listen, Arsenal are out of the Carabao Cup, and Arsenal are risking of ending the season without a trophy, and that would be for the 5th season in a row. That is absolutely insane. Crazy scenes at St. James's Park. Newcastle, massive congratulations. They've made it yet to another final. It's crazy that I say this. Yet to another final. 2 finals in, what, 2-3 years in the Carabao Cup? Eddie Howe has to get massive credit for that, man. This game ended up in a way that I didn't expect. I didn't expect this game to end in any other fashion than a Newcastle win, if I'm honest. I thought Arsenal were going to put up a fight, but I didn't think Arsenal's performance was going to be so weak. That's probably the best word to describe what I saw from Arsenal today. Weak. It was just weak. It was like, bro, there's a universe of a difference between Arsenal's performance on Sunday against Man City and Arsenal's performance tonight against Newcastle. Like, that 5-1 win over Man City, it's like a distant memory now. It's like that stuff happened last year when it happened just a couple of days ago. It happened on Sunday. And I think that's the biggest thing about English football. You could beat Man City convincingly at home, 5-1, absolute bully them, but then you can get bullied a few days after going away to St. James's Park against Newcastle United. That's how crazy English football is, bro. And I think that was probably the biggest of reality checks that Arsenal have probably ever witnessed. You know, yes, you can beat Man City, but it was a weak Man City. Let's not get it twisted, because anyhow Man City were stronger than that, mentally, physically, and tactically, Arsenal never win 5-1 against them. And I will give them their full credit for that performance. However, tonight, that was just weak. Newcastle, on Sunday, Arsenal were men, and like Culture Cam said, big up Culture Cams, Arsenal were the men and Man City were the uncles. Big up Fuad as well. Arsenal were the men and Man City were the uncles. But today, Arsenal were the kids and Newcastle were the men, because the way Newcastle bullied these men, it was just crazy. Like I said, a complete 360 in terms of performances in what Arsenal proposed or what Arsenal showed us on Sunday and what they showed us today. What a world of a difference, because Newcastle were on job from the get-go, from the moment the game started. Yes, Arsenal managed to get that very early free kick, and that was about it. After that, it was all Newcastle. And don't get me wrong, Arsenal had chances to come back in the game, but we'll get to Arsenal's front line in a minute. Newcastle absolutely bullied Arsenal in midfield, in defence, going forward. And I think I have to give Eddie Howe credit, because there was reports coming out saying, or I think even himself, he said it, he spent some time in Madrid because he wanted to kind of shadow Diego Simeone and see how he works and see how he conducts his training sessions and how he sets up his team tactically and the video sessions. And he wanted to see what it's like. You know what? I can definitely see shades of Diego Simeone in this Newcastle team, because the way they defend, so disciplined. And it's ironic because Arsenal fans are probably going to come out and say they sat back, they defended for the whole game. Well, there's an art to it. There's an art to defending properly, that is. We did it when we went over there and won with 10 men, and they done it today. And they done it in, what's it called? Newcastle done it in the first leg as well. And Arsenal fans complained then. There isn't a better moment for these guys to be humbled than tonight, because tonight was it was a proper reality check, excuse me, to Arsenal fans that yes, you can beat Man City 5-1, but very quickly you can be brought back down to earth, yeah. As in, yeah, but you still need to win stuff. And I gave Arsenal their full credit, but I just didn't understand all the follow-ups on social media that, I just didn't understand it, because you're trying to beef with a team that won a treble at the end of the day. And you still haven't won a trophy under your manager. And the crazy thing is, and I didn't want to touch on it, but the crazy thing is, we've got, was it tomorrow? Is it tomorrow? Let me check. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow, bro, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow, Liverpool play Spurs at home now. Don't get me wrong. I do think Liverpool will try and, or will turn it around. It would really surprise me to see Spurs go over there. Maybe they can do it. But anyhow, Spurs get to a final of the Carabao Cup and they win a trophy before you man's manager that has been there since what, 2020? No. 2018, 2019? Either way, you get what I'm talking about. Anyhow, Spurs win a trophy before Arteta. Oh my God. That's going to be, first of all, it's going to be embarrassing. And this would unleash the biggest nuclear bomb of Arsenal content all over the world, bro. I'm telling you that for free. But anyway, less about Tottenham and Liverpool. That's tomorrow. This was a perfect opportunity for Arteta and his men to go to a final. And I don't know if Arsenal fans, or some of them do, they see this as a small cup, or we'll go for the big ones. You don't have that. You don't have that leverage to be talking like that. You are not in a position, and I've said this 2 years ago. Arsenal, actually, no, I said this last season. Arsenal are not in a position to be picking and choosing what you do want and what you don't want to win. You should be going for everything because you're starving for trophies. So you should be hungry and you should be going for everything. And I feel like I felt it in the game. I'm not going to say this arrogance, but this kind of feeling that Arsenal players had, like, we'll just pass it around. Well, we don't really need to win this. We'll go for the big one, the Premier League, the Champions League. No, you need to win now. And I don't know why I'm getting agitated. I don't know why I'm getting frustrated, because that's what I would say if I was an Arsenal fan. Like, bro, we need to win now. And it felt like there was no urgency. There was no urgency during the game. Arsenal were happy to just knock the ball around. And like I always say, Arteta's plan is like a square box, and everybody has to operate with that within that square box. Anyone does anything out of the ordinary, you get punished for it. And today, that was exactly that, yet again. No, let's just knock the ball around, tiki-taka, let's make it look pretty. And this is where now I get into individual performances. But before I get to that, Newcastle, like I said, absolutely roughed these guys up, bro. Arsenal had a warning and they did not listen. They did not learn from it. Long ball from the goalkeeper. That was just direct football. Newcastle were like, listen, we're going to make it look ugly, but we're going to go to Wembley tonight and not Arsenal. Ball over the top. Long ball from the goalkeeper. Saliba versus Isak. Isak, what a fantastic performance tonight. Man of the match performance, this guy. Absolutely roughs up Saliba. Saliba had a nightmare today. Roughs him up, goes through on goal, unleashes an absolute thunderbolt. That finish, bro. These are the type of finishes I love. Just spin away from the defender, 1v1, you get close to the goal and you just bang it in, bro. But unfortunately for Newcastle, the flag was raised. Offside. Cool. But what did I say? That was Arsenal's warning. They didn't learn. They didn't understand and they didn't listen. Another long ball from the goalkeeper. This time, it was Saliba that got roughed up by Isak. Isak, very smart. Saliba tried to play the physical game. So Isak was just like, I'll just get in front of you. I'll give it a little touch with my toe, basically. I'll give it a little touch with my toe. I know that Gordon's going to be running on the left-hand side. or down, well, next to, what's it called, on Isak's right, but from where we were watching it on TV, on the left hand side, attacking Newcastle, attacking it on their left hand side. He gets the touch. Gordon goes through, doesn't even go through. He gives it right back to Isak. Isak gives it a little touch with his knee, brings the ball down, hits it with his left. And again, you have to say, the ball striking ability of this guy is second to none. Ball striking ability is off the hook. Hits it with his left, hits the post, the inside of the post, rebound for Murphy, easy tap in, 1-0. And at that point already, you know that this game's done. You know that it's done. But Arsenal had chances to come back. And this is where I switch over to Arsenal's attack and midfield now. Not good enough. Not good enough. Listen, I've always said, Martin Odegaard, I'm a fan of him because he's a very silky footballer. And naturally, I like silky footballers, innit? I like footballers that are very pleasing on the eye when they play. And Odegaard is just that. But I do miss, what I miss from him is, especially because he's the captain, when the going gets tough, you do tend to see him disappear. You don't see him at all. Now, ironically, you did see him against Man City because, the high press and he gets the first goal within 2 minutes. And today he was just anonymous, completely disappeared. When the going gets tough and you need someone to take the game by the scruff of the neck, fair enough if it's not your teammates, but you're the captain, bro. You should be doing that. When the going gets tough, players should be able to look at you and go, Martin, help us. And you should be able to go, all right, cool. I got it, man, them. That wasn't the case today. Again, he's just, I don't know. I don't know if he needs to be at home. He only seems to be playing well at home, in the comfort of his own home, on the carpet. Like the Arsenal fans call it, the Emirates, the carpet. He needs to be on the carpet, be at the Emirates. North London forever. And then he can give it to the fans because the fans are behind him. But what about going to away grounds like St. James's? The crowd is against you, not behind you, but against you. And you take it in and you go, yeah, this is how you mend it? Okay, I'm going to show you lot. I just don't see that from Odegaard, man. And it's in the way he plays as well. He's always about the little cute pass. And there was times today where he drifted in and he had opportunities to shoot. But he tried to give the extra pass to then get it back and then try and curl it in. Bro, just smack it. Sometimes just smack it. Do you know what I mean? And I just missed that from Odegaard. And today, that was, again, a weak performance. Arsenal's front three, hey, listen, we need to talk about that because, and on top of that, Martinelli's injured now. So all you have for the rest of the season is Kai Havertz, who was absolutely atrocious today, Trossard, who wasn't good today, Martinelli is injured, like I said. So you've got Havertz left, Trossard, you've got a young Nwaneri, who unfortunately now you're going to have to put all your hopes on him, on a young kid who's not going to be able to deliver every single game. Yes, he comes on and he scores, but he's not going to be able to do that every game. He can't bail you out like Saka does every time. Saka's injured as well. So now you're left with these options. Havertz, Nwaneri, Trossard, Sterling. Jesus Christ. It's looking peak for you, man, out there. And this is where it goes back to what I was saying about the transfer window. In the summer, you should have brought someone in. In January, you should have brought someone in. I don't know why Arsenal didn't go for someone. I mean, they did try and get, what's his name? Ollie Watkins. But yes, does he improve Arsenal? Yes. Does he improve their attack? Yes. Is it good enough to win a title? No. That's my point on it. And somebody like Kai Havertz, man, listen, and I'm saying this as a German football fan. You guys know I'm German. I support Germany. I watch this guy play for my country, and I say the same thing every single time. We still lack a recognized striker for Germany because I don't see Havertz as a recognized striker. I don't. I applaud Nagelsmann for finding a system that actually makes Kai Havertz look good and score goals. Like, I completely applaud him because Kai Havertz up front for Arsenal, is good, but it's not amazing. And that's what it's always going to be. It's going to be good, but it's never going to be amazing. Because when it matters the most, he will always put in performances like tonight. And that's the be-all and end-all, man. Arsenal will die back on that sword, man. Arteta will have to die on that sword spent 60 million on him to bring him from Chelsea to Arsenal, pay him a lot of money. Now you've got to die on that sword, man. You made that choice, and you're going to die on that choice. You're going to die on that Havertz hill, bruv. So congratulations to Newcastle, man. From front to back, that was outstanding. The midfield is probably one of the most balanced midfields I've ever seen in my life. And bro, I even forgot at certain points that Joe Linton weren't playing today. And I think Arsenal should be lucky that Joe Linton didn't play today, because if he played today, my lord, that would have been an even higher result, higher scoreline for Newcastle. They dominated everything. Anthony Gordon, my word, he's making me eat my words up every single time I see him play. Because again, when he moved from Everton to Newcastle for that type of money, I was like, nah, I'm not feeling this. But boy, oh boy, is he proving me wrong. And listen, I hold my hands up. When I'm wrong, I hold my hands up and I say that I was wrong. But Anthony Gordon is worth every penny that Newcastle paid for to bring him from Merseyside all the way up to the Toon. Because that brother, yeah, he's the real deal. He is the real deal. Him and Isak terrorizing Arsenal's defense today. And Murphy on the right-hand side as well. Do not, underestimate his work that he put in today. Put in a complete shift. Bruno Guimaraes, what a performance from him today. Midfield. Sometimes I do feel like he's a bit less Brazilian and has anglicized his game a bit too much. But in games like today, bro, it doesn't matter. Whether you're Brazilian, English, it doesn't matter. He had that aggression that was needed. He put in that captain's performance that was needed. And today Arsenal got found out, man. Do you know what I mean? And listen, uncomfortable conversations for those who still believe in Arteta. 5 years almost. You're possibly going on 5 years without a trophy. Knocked out in the FA Cup by Manchester United. Knocked out by Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. We don't know who they're going to play in the Champions League next, but with all them injuries up front and close to no firepower, I don't see how you man are getting. I don't know. So the Premier League, I don't think they're going to win that. So yeah, it's looking peak for Arsenal, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna leave the cooking to expressions. I'm gonna leave the cooking to rants. I'm gonna leave the cooking to Saeed and them, man. I'm gonna try and do what I can on social media, on Instagram, cook them, man, a little bit. Rattle my Arsenal friends a little bit. But I just had to keep it real on here, man, and say that Arsenal season is basically over. By the way, in case you didn't understand what I was trying to say this whole time. I don't know how many minutes I've been rambling on for, but basically Arsenal season is done. Like, bro, we're in February. It's done already. It shouldn't be. Reality check, man. Reality check. And in the end, that 5-1 against Man City, the whole, Miles Lewis Skelly celebration, the whole playing the Kendrick Lamar Be Humble, and everything that you did on Sunday is irrelevant now. It does not matter anymore because of that result tonight. It doesn't matter anymore. Because you're not going to win the league, are you? So at the end of the season, are we going to remember that 5-1? Yeah, it's probably going to be one of those where next year it's going to be a on this day kind of video. That's it. But that's it. It stops there. So Arsenal, big trouble. You got the Premier League left, which I don't think you'll win. You got the Champions League left, which I don't think you'll win either. So it's looking like another trophyless season for the 5th season in a row. Alarm bells should be ringing all over the gaff. And I haven't watched any of the Arsenal content yet, but I'm not going to be surprised, and I'm going to be understanding with their frustration, because Arsenal fans, bro, yeah, they have to be fuming with this. If you're still happy with that, I don't know, you must be on some crazy type of positivity blunt, bruv. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what you're smoking on, but that positivity must be hitting good. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below, people. If you made it till the end of this video, go in the comment section and type in no trophy Arteta. Type that in the comment section below. Anyway, I've rambled on enough. I've talked enough. It's on to you guys now. Get active in the comment section. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And I'm out. Peace.